Hi guys, today we are looking into this bird feeder with an included camera, but not only camera, comes also with the solar panel to power the camera. It comes with a free app, includes even some AI detection, has a very wide view of 130 degrees, comes with full 1080p HD resolution, has even included microphone, and of course also comes with a free app. So I'm going to take it out of the box, show you what you get, and then I'm going to mount it and show you how it works with the app and show you also some live footage. So here's the box with a little bit of more information, also some information about the AI bird recognition and some more specs and features. So let's take it out of the box, see what we get. Everything comes nicely protected. So here we are. It comes with an instructions manual. Then some mount and a charging cable, I guess, for the initial first charge, and some screws and anchors to mount. We get even a drill sticker, and the mount is solid metal. So here's the instructions manual, comes also with the QR code for the free app. I think everything is nicely described. And so here's the bird feeder itself. It has this camera here inside. Please remove before using. Yeah, to have best quality. Yeah, looks everything really nice. I would say nice solar panel. Here in the back the access port to fill the feeder. Then here underneath the mount or the connection to the mount. Yeah, probably goes like that. We have to put it on top and then put this on top and use this screw, something like that. Doesn't look too complicated. So now let's try to install and connect everything. The most difficult part here is that it's not described how to access everything on this camera, and there's this foam and there's actually no access. So I think what we have to do, we have to remove this foam here, maybe with something like that, with a pliers. We just pull it out here, and you can see that definitely works because it's not connected. There's this micro USB plug here, and that's from the cable which goes up to the solar panel. You can see it on the right side here. This is coming from here, goes all the way down and up to the solar panel. So now when it's free, we can rotate this. And now we have access to everything. So we should be able to open that. We have access to the microSD card slot. There's no microSD card included. We can use any kind of microSD card up to 128 gigabyte. I highly recommend to buy a good quality microSD card. So now if you want, you can use the charging cable or any kind of micro USB charging cable to give it a final charge before you're putting it outside, something like that. But I mean, if you have enough sunlight where you have this bird feeder, then it shouldn't be a problem. You don't have to charge, I would say, before, but it's always a good idea to do that. And so I'm adding here this 32 gigabytes microSD card. So we turn it around so we can see the cover. The pins go to the back of the camera. We push it here down inside. And so even when we heard the sound, it's actually not turned on. So we have to push this switch here to the right side. Now it's turned on. By the way, if you're having problems connecting it to the app, you can push something here inside into this pinhole to reset it. And now I've scanned the QR code, and this brought me to this website. Click on download, brings me to the official Google Play Store with this app. So we can install it from here, really nice. So I've registered a new account with my email. So we have to click here on add a device, We have to allow for the location, precise, while using the app. And that's the BF002 Smart Bird Feeder. If you need, you can use the pinhole to reset, but I mean, it's coming from the factory, so I don't do that here. But we have to power it on. I have already done, switched it to the right side. Yeah, maybe it's good to put it back and do it again, push it on the right side. So it's now going into connection mode. Some of these devices don't stay forever in the connection mode. We click on next. So we turn it around so we can see that a little bit better what's going on. It says the indicator has to flash rapidly. Yeah, I had this at the beginning, so it was definitely not a good idea to turn it on before trying to connect. So I'm trying to reset it now. Yeah, it was definitely not a good idea to power it on already before. You can see, maybe if I unplug it here, now it's without power and I can turn it on again. Maybe then I don't have to use the reset. Yeah, I think like that it works. Of course, after that we have to plug in the power because otherwise it's not charging from the solar panel. But it's flashing. Click on next. And now we have to add the router password from the 2.4G Wi-Fi, which we want to use for this camera. And it's also highly recommended to be already connected to the same 2.4G Wi-Fi network with this phone. After that you can use any kind of other Wi-Fi, also 5G or GSM or whatever you want to use. You can access this bird feeder from anywhere in the world, but to connect I would connect to same Wi-Fi. So we have to provide the password here, and now we click on next. And now we get the QR code which we have to hold in front of the camera, so make sure that the camera is straight, not leaning, so we have nice distance and we can hold it in front of the camera. And we heard already this sound, and now we can confirm that we heard this prompt here. So let's wait if it can connect. Yeah, it looks like it has found this bird feeder camera. We save it, click on done. And now you can see we have this live image here already. Can make this a little bit larger. Maybe we can also make it full screen. Yeah, something like that. Really nice. What's awesome here is that we can have a super sharp image from very close. That's important because with a normal surveillance camera you couldn't do that. You couldn't get so close. Maybe you could see something but not very sharp. So this is made specifically for birds and other animals observation. Really cool. So now it's the time to finalize everything. So we could close this again. You can even lock it with screws if you want, but it's not needed. But what's important here is of course that we attach the USB cable here. Otherwise we won't get any power. So I think we have to cover the cap here to make it waterproof again. And now let's add the micro USB power. Yeah, everything is nicely closed here. I would say absolutely waterproof, but it's inside anyways. It's important to avoid squeezing the wire here. So we really have to have it in the corner. I squeezed it already a little bit. So now I think it's better. We push it inside and now it's in the corner, and now we can push it back without squeezing it. So I think like that it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Yeah, now it's almost like perfect. And now we are adding this ladder here in the front. We can secure it from underneath. Okay, so I'm going to mount this on a tree, put this on top, secure it from underneath, and then we are ready to go. And then I'll leave it like that for a couple of days or even weeks, and then try to show you some interesting footage. Okay, I've mounted this bird feeder on a tree, and it was really super easy to mount with this bracket. I would say it's pretty solid. Of course, when larger animals like larger birds or squirrels are sitting on it, then there's a little bit of vibration. Other than that, it's absolutely no problem. Super solid, I would say. And I actually didn't screw the bird feeder to the brackets to the mount, so I can remove it easily, but it still sits really tight. There's no risk that it will fall down. So the whole experience was really good, but here I'm going to show you some details from the app. We click on that and we get the live view. Unfortunately, I've placed it in a pretty shady place, and so it doesn't get a lot of sun and so the battery capacity has been going down. It is always charging a little bit, but not enough. So I highly recommend to place it in an area where you have a lot of direct sunlight throughout the day. So here's my setting. What's important here to activate the motion detection. Of course, it doesn't record 24/7. So when you hit this thing here, then it will record whenever is something going to happen. The notification has been really good. So I got notification here on the app and even on the smartwatch. And whenever I was watching, then I was seeing something, you can then make a direct image or you can start recording directly from here. But it records anyway when you have this motion detection. And so here on the right top, we have some settings. You have device information, basic functions, settings, infrared night vision, which you can activate, sound setting, and then the most important thing, the detection alarm settings. So if you want the camera to record when something is there, then you have to turn it on here. I have set the duration to the minimum to 15 seconds. You can activate the early termination, but this usually didn't work. Sometimes it didn't stop after the squirrels. I mean, I just had some squirrels, no birds, because I don't have any bird food. I just placed some nuts, some peanuts, and the squirrels have been absolutely crazy. So it didn't stop. Usually, I don't know why I have to adjust the settings maybe. So I left it on 15 seconds and that worked really good. You can even activate or set an alarm interval or cooldown period. If you have too many false alerts, then the sensitivity, I kept it on low to prevent some false alerts, worked really good. Then you can even activate an activity area. That's absolutely awesome. So you can adjust the area where you want to get some notification. Here on top, I have the trees shaking. At the beginning, I had it like that. I had a lot of false alerts, then I reduced it down to this area here, even below of the lights, and that works absolutely awesome. We could even activate a schedule. I have it on all day. Then we have some power management settings, storage settings, and you can see it doesn't use a lot of space. You can probably record for months even with just a 32 gigabytes storage card, even when you have a lot of activity there. Because it does a really good job on compressing the videos. Videos are very small. That's also a good thing, especially if you want to upload and share it with family and friends. Then the recording settings. Of course, we have to activate local recording when we have micro SD card, and then we can purchase cloud storage if we won't get offline notification when the camera is offline. That's pretty much it here. And the camera had always a really good connection. I never had any problems regarding connection. Just make sure that it's always on HD, at least as long as you have good connection. And so if you want to see the pre-recorded footage, you can either go to history, but here I never had a lot. There were some things, but actually no detection. I don't know if this is supposed to be AI, but there was never anything, but it doesn't matter. We have so many things here in the messages. When you click on the messages, you will see everything what has been going on. Here a lot of squirrel images, but of course we do not only want to see the images, we want to see the whole playback, and now it gets pretty cool. You can see the timeline here. It always starts in the beginning of the day, and when you want to extract or download something, you have two possibilities. Basically, the first thing is you click on the download here, and then it shows you a possibility here what you want to record, something here in between. You can adjust this here what you want to download and click on download, and it will download everything what's here in between what it has been recording. That's pretty convenient. And then you can check the footage and share it from there. But it gets even better than that. The awesome thing, actually the best thing what you can do, is when you go to the beginning of the day, which is actually by default happening anyway, something like that, and you wait till you see this image here or this icon for the camera, and you click on it, and now it will collect and stitch together all the clips from here. You can see it is playing continuously and actually recording internally and stitching together some longer video, and you can see how long it is. You can leave this running for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how much footage there is. It always jumps from one clip to the next one and then adding this to the existing video, and at the very end you have a very long video which you can upload and share. You just have to press here again when you want to stop it. You can see it in the album. Of course, you can also access the album outside from here, from the gallery. And so we click on that, and now you could share it from here. You could delete that, or you could share, upload, do whatever you want to do. So this is absolutely awesome, really, really nice. I mean, the footage is not absolutely perfect. It's not a GoPro or so, but it's not bad. It's really amazing what you can see. And the focus, I would say, is at the outside of this leather, the best focus. But you can see also things when they are a little bit closer. You can also zoom in here a little bit if you want. You can make this full screen so you can see it even a little bit better. Of course, also the audio will be recorded when you have it turned on, but of course you can also turn it off. So it's pretty amazing. Till now it's absolutely awesome working. It's a lot of fun to watch all these videos, and I'm really excited to see also some bird videos. After I'll add some bird food, of course. At the beginning I've been a little bit worried about that these squirrels could damage the things, maybe when they want to go inside, when they see some nuts inside and they want to grab it and they are wreaking havoc on it, but it has not happened till now. The only thing which happened, I forgot to screw the lid of the roof. I just added the cover on top of it, and it looks like they have seen some nuts inside and they opened it, removed part of the roof, but it was not really properly attached, and yeah, they went inside, grabbed the nuts. Yeah, it was definitely my fault. So I highly recommend to secure the opening in the roof. But other than that, I haven't seen any damage at all. So it looks like it's pretty stable, pretty solid build, at least as of now. I have replaced now the almonds and peanuts with some normal bird food. And voila, we have the first guest here. You can see really nice image here. So let's check also on the live footage. So that's around here. So let's see what's coming. And we have this bird. So we make a picture. We can go to the album, open the picture, click on bird. Let's see if we get some results, and it's saying it's a blue jay. Unfortunately, I don't have any bird knowledge, so I can only guess that it is correct. At least it's from North America, so it could be. But anyway, it's a super interesting function. You make a picture, then click here and you get an idea what it is. Absolutely awesome. And because we had so many squirrels and only few birds, I figured it would be time to use the siren. So we can click here and we can also then push here to activate siren. So we can hear that a little bit when we increase the volume. It's nothing too crazy, but you can definitely hear that, and animals can also hear that. And before I was using the siren, I started the recording here while the squirrel was here to see if it's reacting on that, and you can see, yeah, there was definitely a huge reaction. I thought, okay, that's going to do the job in the future. And so that was the next video. I started recording again about 5 minutes later or so, and then I was using the siren again. Yeah, and what happened, I have to tell you, actually nothing happened, because the squirrel seems to be smart enough to know now that this siren is doing nothing, that it's not a threat to it. But I would say every time there's a new animal there, probably it will work 1 or 2 times. After that they will get used to that. So till now, full recommendation from my side. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.